people always speak about consistency, that you need to be consistent in your business, you need to do consistent actions, you need to show up, but also in your personal life, like be consistent. And what they mean is be consistent with your actions. And I'm telling you something different today, something that you really need to be consistent in, and it's not your actions. It's not what you're doing. So stay tuned. First things first, my name is Lydia Wilmsen. I'm a mindset and high performance coach, and here on my channel we talk about all things conscious creation, business growth, personal development, all of the good stuff basically. And if you want coaching with me, it's all in the description. Also the amazing Mind Mastery community that you can join, and also in the pinned comment. Okay, let's get to the topic because I only have a little bit of time before we're heading off to the beach for a birthday party. And when it comes to consistency, I've been in business quite a long time. I actually was never really employed properly, only when I was studying. I had like a student job where I was employed. And other than that, I was self-employed all my life. I never had the seeming safety of being in a corporate job, for example. So I know what is important when you build your own business, but also in other areas of your life when you're struggling with something and you want to overcome that. It's not the one action. It's not the consistency in action that really counts. It's the consistency in your energy, in who you are being. And it's the consistency, not necessarily of doing the same thing, also when it comes to your energy every day. It really is coming back to what you know and coming back to the work, coming back to the embodiment. It's not even about being energetically on a high every day. This is not what I mean. I'm not talking law of attraction stuff here. I'm not talking be high vibe, be on a high vibration and then you attract good stuff. No, it's not what I mean. It's not what I mean at all. You can actually have a bad day. You can be sad, you can be depressed, you can think, I'm really not in a good state today. And it will not matter if you come back to what you know, and what you know is that your energy counts. So you can be sad and depressed and still focus your assumptions on that, what you want, rather than what you not want. So for example, when I work through my old inner childhoods, my childhood stuff, I'm not happy in that moment because a lot of old grief might be resurfacing. It's not a current emotion, it's old emotion that had been stored in my body. And of course, in those moments, I can feel triggered, I can feel sad, even though it's old sadness. But I know that I'm releasing old stuff that's not serving me and I'm making room for the good stuff. So in my energy, I'm still aligned with where I'm headed. I'm still aligned with what I desire. I'm still aligned with where I'm going. You understand that? Even though I might not be high vibe in that moment, because it's not the happiness factor. It's not like, oh, I'm happy and then I manifest all the good stuff. There is a reason why there are a lot of poor people on this planet that are very, very happy, but they don't have money. And there is a lot of also reason why there are a lot of unhappy people who have huge amounts of money, because they don't go together. It doesn't mean if you're high vibe, if you're happy, if you're whatever, that you make huge amounts of money. It has nothing to do with each other. You can be high vibe all day long and be fucking broke. I have been there. So when you, for example, look at the law of attraction community, it's full of broke people. It's full of people who don't have their desires, even though they claim to be high vibe, or some of them are high vibe. But being high vibe doesn't make you rich. Being high vibe doesn't even make you happy. So I'm not talking, when I'm talking about consistency in your energy, about being high vibe. I talk about the inner convictions that you have, the inner assumptions that you're curating, that you're taking care of. And this is why you can also always come back to that work, because it's not a one-time thing and if you fail one day, your life is doomed. No, it is a compounding effect when it comes to consistency. And yes, it's the same when you go to the gym, of course, or any other action, so-called action. You're building on top of what you did before. Even if you have a day off, even if you even have a week off, you're still building on that what you have built before. It's the compounding effect. And it's the same with your inner world, with your inner reality. Everything you're playing or you're putting in stays there and you're building on top. So with your energy, what I mean with your convictions, if you have consistency of playing into that account, into that emotional account or energetic account, if you keep doing that, you're building compounding, like with the compounding effect, you're building massive amounts of that, what you desire internally, and it will push out into your reality. And you could even not do anything, even when it comes to your business or anything else. It's not necessary to take the action, and it can be detrimental if you're taking action, but your energy is really off, because then you're focusing all your focus on taking action, and you're not focusing the energy on where it really counts, and that's your inner world, that's your assumptions, your convictions, your beliefs, your old residue from your past, you know, the resistance, the trauma, all of that. When you're focusing so much on your daily actions, I have to post here and I have to do this and you're like full of doing, full of, my God, I have to do all of those things, you're missing out the one crucial point that counts the most, or that counts at all, your inner reality. Your inner world. You don't have time for that anymore because you're so busy in the hustle world. And also in any other area of your life. It's not just business. It could be personal life, relationships, health, fitness, working out. If you hold very strong beliefs of I will never be fit, I have like a horrible body, I'm whatever, overweight, you can train as much as you want if you don't take care of those assumptions and beliefs internally and rewrite them and the stories where they come from. Perhaps you were bullied at school or something like that. If you do not take care of that, my God, you can just forget it, you know? The most important part is to take care of the inner world, and then you can do whatever action you want. It doesn't really matter. Your inner world will create and push out what's internal into your external, into your physical reality. And now when it comes to consistency of your energy, it really is about focusing on that daily. And even as I said, when you have a bad day, a lot of old stuff is coming up. Still, how are you looking at your life? Are you looking at your life, everything is going wrong, nothing is working? I'm really bad. I'm really like a broken person. All this bad stuff is coming up. I had too much trauma in my life. I had too many horrible experiences in my life. Or I did this wrong in my business and now it's doomed. Like, are you looking at life and at business that way? And even at the work you're doing internally? Or are you looking at it, hey, I'm taking care of that now. Even if I had a week off, even if I had a day off, even if I had a month off, it doesn't matter because right now I'm taking care of that. And even though I feel crappy, I know it will be better. I know it can be better. I know it's happening. I know it's working. Every step I take, every affirmation I say is creating my future. Every affirmation I now say is working. Every piece of my past I'm reprocessing is helping me. This is consistency in your inner world. Even though you have crappy feelings and even though you perhaps fell off the bandwagon for a day, you come back and you know you have a mindset of nothing is lost. Everything is working in my favor. This will change everything. If you look at your life, if, oh my God, I didn't do it for a week, I didn't do it for a day, whatever, everything is lost. This is what you need to take care of. And here is where you can be consistent. Like, consistency means getting back to it, even if you have fallen off the bandwagon, and not making the huge story out of it. Now everything is too late. Now everything is not working anymore because I've lost it for a week and now I can just stop doing it altogether. It means coming back to it. And of course, consistency is amazing to have routines and things that you do every day. Of course, that is amazing. But consistency also means to come back when you have fallen off. And energetic consistency means to put your main focus on your inner reality. How are you thinking? What are you believing? What are you assuming about your reality? What are the little thoughts throughout the day of how things could go wrong? Or perhaps you're already having beliefs of how things can go right. Like, really check with those little things of, I always find a parking spot there in front of the supermarket, or people always wait for me, or the plane is always on time, and I always get my train, and people are always friendly, people always laugh at me or smile at me on the street. Or are you constantly thinking, oh my God, I will not get the good parking spot again. There is never a parking spot for me. People are so unfriendly every day. Oh my God, someone cheated me on like $5. they took more money from me than they should have, and people speak about me behind their backs. Like, what are your ongoing thoughts? And this is where energetic consistency comes in. How are you talking about your reality, and how are you thinking about your reality in every waking moment? It's not just the affirmation routine you do throughout the day. It's really about the thoughts that come into your mind throughout the day. And in the beginning, when you just start with energetic consistency, in the beginning, there will probably be a lot of crap. Like, people think horrible stuff throughout the day. It's crazy. So in the beginning, there will be a lot of crap. And oh my God, what have I been thinking? But every single thought you now start to question. Every single thought that you now shift is playing into this new energetic consistency account. Every single thought you don't think like you did before. Every time you shift from, oh my God, again there will be no parking spots. Again there will be no table for us at dinner. Every time you shift this into, no, why should there not be a parking spot today? I just assume there will be a parking spot no matter what. No, there will be a free place for us at the restaurant. Like, every time you challenge those many assumptions that you're having is doing the work, is the energetic consistency. And when it comes to business, probably no one has bought again. No, why not? People can buy all year round, night and day. We have an online world. People can come from anywhere. Referrals. People I've talked to 10 years ago. Like, every time you switch those tiny assumptions that show up is energetic consistency. Anytime you take care of some of the old story, the trauma, the memories of the past that come up, every time you do that is working in your favor. So I highly encourage you to do that. Let me know in the comments how it goes, and that's it for today. Until the next video.